Hey, how's it, Oaks, and welcome back, and a special welcome to the new subscribers. Happy to have you guys on board. I'll trust we'll have a long and interesting journey together. So the major work on my custom load bin build is finished, but I've still got a few small details to take care of. If I leave the tires exposed as it is, I'm going to be getting a lot of water and dust and stuff and mud being blown in here. So I think I'm going to build some wheel wells to cover this up. So I cut myself a template out of some hardboard just to get a feel for what I need to do here and create the template. This is gonna go in like so. I'll cut this out of sheet metal, then I'll cut another strip that will go here, but it'll be welded onto the side there and on here. But because the load bin sides are removable, as I've been showing in my previous videos, this will be bolting onto the load bed frame here. So I want to weld on the other piece like this, but that will be quite a tricky joint. It's doable, but to get it lined up and weld it in is quite difficult. However, if I could fold a 90-degree lip on this plate, it will make it a lot easier. It's a curved edge, so you can't fold it in a normal break. There's two ways in which you can do this. The easiest way is to use a bead roller, if you have got one. The other way is to use simple tools, just a hammer and something that you can use as a former. This will be the basic way by hand. All I have here is a rusty old brake drum. I've just cleaned up this edge here a little bit and gave it a radius. So that will be my former. I'm going to then put my plate on that edge like so, and then I'll use my hammer to start shaping it. So even the hammer here is self-built, so very basic equipment, nothing fancy that you need to buy. Let's see how it's going to work out. So what I've done is I've just made a mark here with a Sharpie to give me an idea of how much I want it to fold over. So I'm just going to let it hang over by that amount. If you do have a hammer with a square head, it will work even better because you will just have a better clearance here. I've turned the plate over just so you can get an idea. You can see that lip that I formed here. There it's still flat. So yeah, you can do it this way. It's going to take a little while, and you have to work slowly and carefully to keep a nice smooth things, but it does work, as you can see. The other option, of course, is the bead roller. Let's go see how that works. So if you have access to a bead roller, your results will be much quicker and a lot more consistent. Let's give it a try. But there you can see what's happening. I'm using my guideline to try and get consistent results. Yeah, a lot quicker and a lot more consistent. So I've just clamped on a strip of offcut so that you can see where we're going with this. So it provides, the lip now provides a nice landing, as you can see there. And it's a good place to weld. I've got double material, it's a much easier weld, and I've got a bit of a radius on this corner. I've just clamped the piece back in place on the truck, just to get a feel for things, and to measure the distance here for this plate I need to cut. Yeah, you know what? Everybody in this whole wide world is throwing in disclaimers all the time to cover their asses. So let me also throw in a kind of a disclaimer. I'm not saying this is the only way or the best way to do it. I'm not a professional bodyman or panel shaper or metal man by any means. Yeah, I'm just a jack of all trades bush mechanic that's teaching himself to get by. So be warned. 105 millimeters. Cool. Yeah, the microphone wasn't switched on in the previous clip, I'm sorry about that. So I've got my piece of plate, I'm just stacking it on. I've started at one end and I'm working my way along, making sure it's flush and square, step by step. And if you do see the tiniest of gap, no problem to just hammer it out and down. Just backing it with a little dolly. And there you go, I've stacked it every 1.5 inches. Gave it a light wipe with the flap disc. And we have a inner fender well. Am I gonna weld it fully? No ways, man. Too much work, eh? I'm just a rat builder. I'm building a rat truck. You can weld it fully if you want. You're gonna have to go really slow, cool it down often to minimize warping. So is it strong enough? Sure thing, man. It's just like modern cars are welded together with spot welding machines. They just get spot welded. I'm gonna turn this thing around so you can see the other side. So this is the inside. If you look here carefully, you can see the penetration. It's like a spot weld, but probably better. So no ways, it's not gonna go anywhere, man. It's properly strong enough. So I tell you, this is the point where I wish I had an appy. You guys in the States also call it apprentice, appy for short. I can't grind off this rubberizing, it's just going to be a mess, so there's only one way to get it off so I can weld on here, and that's to scrape it off. I got the fender well in place, clamped where it should be. You can see this panel tapers as it goes down, so I did a rough cut on it until I could get it in place. And now to get a good fit here, I'm going to be doing that spiling thing again. So I'm riding this block against that face. And then you can see I'm getting the line where I need to cut. Okay, let's see how it fits. Hey, looking really good. I tell you, that filing technique works a treat. You've just got to cut to the lines accurately, that's all. Awesome, so I think I can tack it on. This is the inside of the fender well, where it rests against the load bed frame. I don't want to weld it on because I want to be able to remove the load bin sides. So I'm just drilling and tapping and bolting it to the frame. Well, I've still got to do a bed liner here, but at least our crackpot's got some inner fender wells now. Hey Oaks, thanks for watching my carrying ons. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.